Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Wait, that's not the name.
That's not the name of the game.
Well, it's the name. It is the name of the game, actually.
Then what's your problem? Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. This is Jonathan Brinton.
Your captain speaking.
This is your captain speaking. I hope you enjoy your flight. We'll be passing around some free peanuts very shortly. They never do that. When was the last time you had peanuts on an airplane?
They give you cookies and stuff now.
I know. That's fair, I guess.
The
Yeah,
pretzels.
yeah.
The pretzels
those nut
bomb.
allergies.
I mean, a lot of people are allergic to peanuts.
Yeah.
So.
You know how much rather I'd have pretzels than peanuts?
Do you know why everyone's allergic to peanuts? Because they stopped giving everybody peanuts.
That's
Everyone's growing
It's
up.
directly as a result of the
Thanks for
airline
nothing,
industry's
WestJet.
Switch over to pretzels.
This is called Fallen Sky,
Also
an Eberron
salty.
adventure. What was that, Reese? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, peanuts are really salty. Like, I usually have to drink water after. So
Do you know what's weird, actually? Now that we're on nut tangent, my wife bought a big, huge tub of cashews.
Not salted.
It said non-salted. Inside, all salted.
Ooh.
That's weird.
A weird mix-up, isn't it? Peculiar.
Maybe for them, that's no salt.
Yeah,
You
imagine what salted is like.
I'm telling you, I had some with some
Cardiac
blueberries
arrest.
and yogurt for my morning
Oh,
breakfast.
that sounds bad with salt.
And it was so salty, I was like, this is not good. It was a terrible experience, and I regret my whole life.
I'm
now.
sorry for your
I'm
loss.
sorry, John.
It's just a day lost, whatever.
A
I only,
day
I only
of
have a
your life.
remaining 7,000.
600.
I don't know. I can't math that hard. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Guess what? You can follow us on the internet. Do you know where, guys?
YouTube.
You can follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/Upstairs Alchemy. Where else can you follow us, guys?
Facebook.
That's right. And a slew of other ones. So go
TikTok,
ahead.
Twitter.
You know, make it a fun game. Type in some random social media site and see if we're on it. Maybe it'll be fun for you and your partner, as you are wondering what to do for Friday night.
Friday night.
All right, let's do a recap.
Friday
guys.
night, Shane.
I'm working.
That's right.
Aw. Some of us have to work. That's true.
Others
Some of us don't. Eat it. Hey guys, let's do a recap. All right, settle down. Settle down. Everyone needs to settle down right now. Last session was explosive. The party encountered a creepy ghost ship that was stopped in the middle of the canal and was littered with goblin bodies. And then out from the depths of the ship itself burst an Otiug. Kokli? I can't say that word. How do you say it?
Kyokili?
Kokili?
Oh, man, now I can't
It's a
say
hard
it.
word, right?
You should feel like a pretty confident
Kokili?
I don't know.
Kyokili.
That's a hard word. Colloquially. Colloquially.
Colloquially.
I don't know
There we
how to
go.
spell it.
Colloquially known as Oti from Cutty. Anyways, wow, we are just on fire tonight. Anyways,
water.
you guys fought a big old nasty beast that had devoured many a goblin, but didn't devour any of you guys because you slew the beasts.
Oh, yeah.
I guess actually Sammy slew the beast.
Got diseased.
Yes,
And poisoned.
that's right.
Let's not
You got
forget.
diseased and poisoned. So you still have that going on right now. And you guys all, after this fight, did make it to your destination where you had decided to have a long rest on the ship, on Kelpie. And Cutty was okay with that. He said that's totally fine. You can start the 2-day waiting period, as we had planned before. You guys were going to wait for 2 days. He was going to wait for you guys for 2 days, before he heads off.
And we leveled up.
And you almost leveled.
We did?
But isn't that exciting? You're almost there.
I was like, crap, I didn't do that.
In hindsight, maybe I should have, but we'll
Level
see.
5's easy anyways. Just get extra attack and move on.
And proficiency bonus.
Oh, it's true. It's a big one. It's a big one.
Those big boys.
Some level 3 spells for some people, maybe. But that's not now. That is not now. Right now, it's level 4. Oh, I guess we should mention that Sammy is not present right now. Well, Destiny isn't here. So we'll be improvising her character during her absence. But anyways, yeah. So we'll pick up right there. You guys, we'll say that are just beginning your rest. Would anyone like to take a watch tonight?
I feel that would be prudent. No?
Yes.
All right.
We are in a scary place.
I say Sammy does it. What do you guys think?
Sammy goes, sure, I can take first watch, no problem. And
I
then
can
you guys
take
all bed down.
watch.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't need to sleep as much as you punks.
It's true.
Neither do I.
Neither does Static. It's true. So between the two of you, could probably cover the whole watch if you
So
wanted
let's
to.
do it. I'll take
All right,
the
roll
first.
some perception checks.
roll
Whoever
some-
wants to.
I'll take
All right,
the first.
Proxy, roll
take I didn't mean to roll that, but
If
It
it's
slipped
good,
out of my hand, so it went.
if it's good, take it. If it's bad, take it.
Yep, it's not great, so a 12.
12. Okay. Seemed to pass fine. You hear some real weird sounds coming from Cuddy's little cubby, but nothing abnormal for
Glad I
him.
didn't roll a 15, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's right. And then you trade off with Thaddeus. Thaddeus, go for it.
It's a perception.
Perception. Perception.
Well, I rolled a 15, so now I get to know what he's doing.
He finally fell asleep by the time you went on to
okay.
watch, so it's
You're
too
blessed.
bad. But you do
Nice.
hear like faint sounds. So you guys are positioned sort of in it's a very, very narrow, like tight one of these sewer passageways that Cuddy's boat like barely fits in. Remember, he had like
Built the ship
specifically
into
built it to like fit just perfectly to get in there. Most other ships you feel like probably wouldn't be able to make it down here. But it leads to this just an end point. It's like a small little pool. And at the end, there's a landing place where you could get off the ship without jumping into the water. And there's like a little platform with a door. But through that door, you hear some strange sounds, Thaddeus. Some sort of like, it seems like some sort of a commotion might be going on, or like some sort of like, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. You didn't roll that, I guess, but you
Right.
do hear something like that coming from the door.
All right.
But nothing was like too alarming, and it was very faint, so nothing to like get crazy worried about, I guess.
Okay. Well, I'm still pretty weak, eh? Like I haven't recovered anything.
Oh, roll! You're supposed to roll. You're
Like,
supposed to roll.
I probably would have slept
His
while he was
hit
on
points
watch.
went down.
Your hit points went down. Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah, they
roll
did.
a con save. I think it's a con save. I'm gonna double check.
Another one?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Another
roll
one?
Another one. As he goes down for his nap. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did that. Didn't you? Okay.
Last
my nap?
session
I think we did do that
for
last
night
session.
at night.
I think
Yeah.
we like did our long rest,
Oh, did you already rest?
and then we just didn't roll for the watch.
I see. Okay, got you.
And I passed.
No, you
You
failed.
must have failed.
And
Oh,
your
that's
max
right.
hit points
That's
went
why
down
you're
by
still.
12.
Oh,
Oh.
that's right. That's right. Right. 'Cause
totally-
they didn't go down during the fight. That happened after. You're right.
I got you.
Sorry.
Okay.
You still feel that. You feel like fatigue. You feel tired. Like you feel, and it's an uncomfortable feeling because you feel like there's something inside you that's like.
So I've
wrong.
completed my long rest,
Yes, you've
and I
completed
keep my lower
it.
max.
Keep your lower max, but keep track of your higher, of your normal max.
Okay.
Oh, let
All right.
me pull some business up.
Well, I will go and perceive this threat further. I don't want to wake everyone up if it's not a.
It's good knowing you, Thaddeus.
I'm not walking up to the door and like, hello.
What are you doing then?
I'll just like
Walking up to the door and saying hi.
Hola.
Saying bye.
Is there like any windows on this door or
There's
around?
no windows. It's like a steel door.
Okay.
Like a metallic door just sitting there. And there's nothing else there. It's literally a little landing, concrete sort of style flooring, and a door. That's it.
Okay. I will. Well, I guess I'll wake. Maybe I'll wake. Vita up.
Okay, Shorak.
Okay.
You're
Or,
still in
sorry,
Shorak
yeah.
form, I presume?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wake Shurok.
All right, Shurok.
That's what I meant to say.
For the final watch, you're saying?
Well, no, just to be like, hey, there's some noises over there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Should we go check it out? I don't want to check it out alone, but
I mean, I guess, yeah. All right.
all right.
Great.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah, you guys go over
I was
to...
asleep.
That's fair.
I get it.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I guess that's.
There's a landing and a door.
Interesting choice not to wake Sammy. I don't know.
I mean, can we do that?
I would happily go back to sleep.
Glad you didn't wake me up when
Okay, what are you doing?
Maybe. I guess. Do you want to wake Sammy up too?
No, I
No?
want to go back to sleep and you wake Sammy.
Okay.
No, it's fine. I'll go get Sammy. Yeah, I will go.
Sammy's not here right now.
You can tell we're all like adults playing this game and not kids who are like, yeah, I'll get up from my sleep, sure. Or like, no, sleep is important.
Yeah, how
I'll kill
dare
you.
I
you?
need my 8 hours minimum.
Yeah, which is why I left you, and I don't trust this guy. So.
What the?
Gazer laser. All right.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go and investigate it more, and
So you want to like put your ear up to the door? What are you doing? You want to look underneath? Do you want to open the door?
I'll put my ear up
Okay. You put your
and like
roll,
try to, yeah.
roll another perception check. Let's see.
Is my companion gonna help me to get advantage?
I'll say you both roll.
Yeah.
You're both
Yeah.
listening. Yeah, you're both investigating.
Is my companion? You mean? Am
Well, I
I
didn't realize
gonna-
you guys were at that point.
Well, no, like
I'm just teasing.
How intimate.
My partner.
That was a wild roll.
That was 9 for Showrock.
13 for Thatic.
If only somebody who was really good at
It
investigation.
seems like
investigation.
the sound
wisdom.
has
He said investigation, didn't
is no. I said perception because you're just listening at the door.
Oh.
It seems like the sound is gone at that point.
Rip.
Okay, so it just came and went.
It seems like it potentially, or maybe Thadic's just scared and needed help and needed company. You never know. But it seems like there's no sound.
I
coming
swear I
from
heard
right
something earlier. Maybe they left.
I think if we're going to investigate it further, we should wait until everyone is conscious.
now. It's probably about 2 hours till wake up time. I would say morning, but it's really not morning. It's like who even knows what time of day it is at this
Yeah.
point. Probably it's like 2 a.m. or something.
Right,
Interesting.
but we're waking up in
Yeah.
2 hours. Okay.
Or maybe
Well.
it's like 9 at night or something, actually, now that I think about it.
Should
But
we open the
anyways.
door? Or should we just leave it?
I think we should leave it for now.
Alright, let's leave it. And, yeah. False alarm, maybe. Go back to sleep. I'll end the watch.
Nice.
His watch is ending.
His watch is it.
Whoa. All right, you guys complete your long rest, and you don't level up. But you do get to open your eyes.
It's a whole
I do
other
it.
kind of.
You open your eyes, and you see Cuddy staring like directly over your face, looking at you.
Oh, right. Oh, good morning to you.
Time to wake up.
Thank you.
Suddenly, I'm awake.
Anyways, to not prolong this, you guys can go forward now. When you get through the door, you open it up. There's a small passageway that sort of curves to the left and then to the right. And at the end of that is a small little landing with a rolled up rope ladder like at the top of it. It's very easy to kick down and climb down. You see though, as you get to that little landing, the room opens up. It's a huge, beautifully with gilded pillars and little really cool doorways all along that have really intricate filigree around the borders. It's dark in there though, so those of you with dark vision can see that. Otherwise you're out of luck. Can't see anything.
Would the rest of you like any light? Would you like me to light this up for us? So,
I've got I have a torch.
I mean, literally, I can just do this, and I just boom, make a little orb of light in myself. I feel like it's
Instantly with that light, you guys can see so much clearer. And your light goes probably 60 feet, I think.
I think it's
30.
30?
30 bright.
I think it's
dim,
20/20. I think.
Maybe
20/20 vision.
Vision's 20/20.
I think it's 20 bright, 20 dim, if I'm
That
not
sounds right.
mistaken.
You can see down at the floor of where the rope ladder drops down to. You see beautiful carved stonework flooring and pretty walls, and
It's nice down here?
it's very nice down here. Yeah.
What the?
What's the vibe though? Because Sharn is like a city. Do you know what I mean? Is this old?
Yes, that's exactly right. And you would know in your history classes.
I did take history classes.
Would Vida know? Or Sorak or V or whatever.
Would you know?
Probably not. I think you're still... Because you've only been in Sharn for a few years, right? Not crazy long time. Sammy knows as well. Sammy pipes up. And she says, "Hello. This must be the Undercity. This is the foundations. This is what was built. This is what Sharn was built on top of." So she explains that there was originally a goblin city that Sharn was built on top of, and then there was an older city built on top of those ruins, and that old city, Old Sharn, it's called, still is what you guys are walking to right now.
So this was already built on top of a goblin city?
So a goblin city, then Old Sharn, and now sewers, and the new city is on top of that. It's just a layers upon layers upon layers in the city.
Is the Cogs the Goblin City?
So the Cogs are even below those.
Oh, gosh.
It's the Gobbo City.
Yeah.
Down.
And everybody can, I'll say you can roll a history check, and Sammy will roll a history check. You can roll for Sammy if you want.
Sure.
21.
21, nice.
19 plus.
plus her history. Yeah. So you guys both know that this cathedral, this what did we call it? The Great Hall is
Wow, look at me and Sammy. Aw.
let's see here. So this old city was like wrecked during some crazy war, and there's it was destroyed by this like super ancient, very vile, evil magic. And so what an old king did like a millennia ago was seal off like every passageway to this old city. And so you'll see as you're walking along through this great huge corridor that these doors are like physically sealed and have like crazy runic markings drawn on them, and they look like super protected and
Like,
sealed.
Do
to
not
the,
open.
to the point of like
evil
you
sealed
know
inside of
Kaiser,
it?
How would we
something is sealed inside of these doors. Yeah.
Very Lovecraftian.
The magic that was like bound to this place, that was like used to destroy the city, was like contained within the city itself and like sealed. But
Whoa.
you know that it's like illegal to tamper with the wards and the protections that are on these doors.
Wow.
And as you're passing, you see almost every single door has like at least a body, like a skeleton. Some really old, some a little newer, but generally most of them are pretty old, like totally pickpocketed clean, and just like people who have like tried to tamper and then like failed and died, right?
Can I get a read on like what their cause of death was? Do you know what I mean? Like, what did the
Do a medicine check. Yeah,
okay?
go for it.
Was
Medicine.
What did the runes do to them? You know what I mean?
Sure.
they've chosen
14.
14. You don't see any physical wounds on the bodies.
Ooh. Okay.
rip?
And
died.
as you're going, you guys begin to hear things. At first, it's just like little skittering, like noises, uncomfortable sounds, some like shriek. But then as you go to like listen closer to where that shriek was, you hear nothing. Very strange, ominous, scary little sounds coming throughout this whole hallway. And you feel like they're coming from these doors as you're passing by.
Yeti.
Shorak.
Let's pop it open.
That this whole journey through the sewers, on the boat with Cuddy, during the fight even, you have had that feeling of dread and darkness, of eyes watching you, of the tingling in the back of your neck, the whole time, and you feel it getting stronger and closer every minute of the day, every step you take. You feel like you should be getting further from this thing as you're walking like so far down into the depths, but it feels like the opposite. It feels like it's still gaining on you no matter how far you're like moving from it. It's like you already feel suffocated way down here in the middle of like the earth, but it feels like even more suffocating. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw right now.
Rip.
Right now.
Oh boy. Vita's gonna explode.
I think you want to roll high on this one.
Aren't you going to roll something?
You never know.
What? No.
Just you.
Just you.
This
Just
is
me?
just you, Shorak.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it was everyone.
Demon
Nope.
baby.
No, this is
just
Shorak.
a demon.
Natural 20.
Amazing. Okay, wait, what's your wisdom?
+1.
Okay. If it was
Wow.
minus, that would have changed something, but
You had to roll like an 18
You had to roll a
You literally had to
19,
roll a
it sounds-
20.
Or you had to get a
yeah,
20.
20 or 20, yeah.
Wow.
or die.
So you quickly look behind you as this feeling just like feels stronger and stronger. You look back. You see this tall, slender, shadowy figure that instantly just like blinks out of existence.
Ooh.
It's just gone.
Ooh, yuck.
Yuck.
And that's all you see. It's like it just disappears, this creature. The feeling that you had eases up slightly, but it's still definitely there. Very interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
This is from your wild magic search.
Yeah. Oh, yuck.
Bringing
Okay.
it back.
Okay.
It's all come.
Yeah. So sorry.
That's all that really happened.
Right. And I told everyone about this.
Not me.
No, you've only actually told Proxy.
I don't
and
know.
Oh, yeah, I
maybe
did.
Sam, and
I don't know
Sammy.
anything.
You told Proxy and
Me
Sammy.
too. You told me and I. Yeah.
That's true.
That's right.
That's true. Okay.
But
Okay.
everyone just watches you like turn around for a second and stop, and then it's up to you what you want to do. But
Yeah, I think I'll just turn around and just kind of like stare into the darkness.
and it's creepy because like
So
you can only
ominous.
see so far, but this hall like goes for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, as far as your eye can see, it's still going. Except it's so dark down there, so it goes as far as you can see because there's no more light,
It's like the
which is
Mines of
almost
Moria.
more scary.
Yeah,
A little bit like Mines of Moria-esque, yeah.
yeah.
Maybe not as crazy because the Mines of Moria, at least in the films, are like friggin' nuts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
the
But this
film.
is more like a corridor, but
Yeah.
it's very tall. It's probably like 80 feet tall, like huge pillars, like beautiful.
It's just Dwarendorf. It's not the whole thing.
That's
Baldwin.
right. Whoa. Okay, nerd.
I like it.
Okay, so as you walk along, again, it's a very unnerving feeling, but you guys feel free to walk through the hall, the Great Hall. After about 30 minutes walk,
Oh wow.
you get to this large, like, portcullis gate thing that has like dropped down but is like off kilter and like fallen to the side a bit, and part of it is like blasted like inwards, so there's like little shards like just totally like littered across the corridor. You remember Cuddy saying something about like the Gate of Broken Fragments or something, like he's like super cryptic about all his stuff, right?
Yes.
The Great Hall, then the Shattered Gate, or what he came up with like a new
I
name every
forgot all
time.
his names.
Yeah, I kept
Yeah.
giving different ones.
The endless
It's like
stairs.
The stairs and never ceasing.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I
This
wrote
was like the
several
Gate
of
of
them down.
Fragments, the Shattered Gate, or something. Anyways, yeah.
I think I tried to write some of them down, but I
Nice.
don't.
The Rent Gate of Fragments.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Leads to the Iron Staircase of Countlessness.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
I have iron staircase in brackets countless.
That's amazing.
If Kaiser dies, can we just replace him with Cuddy? Because
You just join your party.
Kaiser's not gonna die.
Why
I
not?
mean,
I mean,
Kaiser's
if
a
I kill
beast.
Kaiser, we'll
No, when you kill
We
Kaiser,
all gang up on you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Just take you
Why?
out.
take Cuddy instead.
He can take you. It's
know
very
about that.
easy to get through this gate. It's like exploded and fallen off the thing, so it's very simple. You walk around the gate and you see stairs, an iron staircase, helical.
How many of them?
Are they
There's
countable?
countless. Because it's dark and you can't see that
I'm
far.
gonna count.
As soon as you get close to this this staircase, and it's crazy because it goes up too. It's like up and down,
Oh well.
and it's up as far as the ceiling is, and it goes into the ceiling. But there's like no supports on it. It's just kind of there, just big old helical circular
Wait,
staircase,
like just in like
just
darkness?
floating there in darkness.
Whoa.
As you get through this gate. As you get close to it, you feel the temperature rise, and as you get up to the stairs, there's like warm air coming up from this from the stairwell.
Like if you popped out your glider, you'd float upwards.
Yes.
Is it
You
smelly
had
here?
one? It smells a little bit like
Good one. That's a good one.
Thanks, guys.
what's the word I'm
for
trying
you
to think
too.
of?
Moist.
Sulfury a little bit?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Brimstone.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, it's
Rotten
got that.
eggs.
Oh,
A
hell
little bit
no,
of rotten
man.
eggy, yeah.
If you say
That's
brimstone,
exactly
it
right.
sounds cooler.
Sorry. Brimstone.
I'm gonna look up adjectives.
Please do.
For brimstone,
Adjectives for brimstone. Interesting.
rotten egg.
What are you guys doing? I don't want to just narrate your whole life, but
Let's go down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Can we take a glance behind us? Is there any
Sure.
skittery critters back there?
roll a perception check. Let's see what you
Skittery
see.
critteries.
Skittery critters.
Skritteries?
8.
7.
8 and a 7. You don't see
was
any skittering critteries at all.
Not even a little bit.
If we look down, is it like
If you look
Lava?
down, because of the way the stairwell goes, it's sort of it's like it's not just open down as well. It's like in a stairwell. Like there's walls, is what I'm trying to say, going down. Up standing, it's just this huge stairwell that's just standing there.
Oh.
But looking down, it's like in a
So it's like a chute.
cave, in a chute.
That
Yeah,
opens up, kind of thing.
When
Like
you're
there's
look-
no chute above us. It's just
it's just a stairwell
Expanse.
rising straight up. But when you look down, it goes down into a little. It has walls, a little chute. Yeah,
What interesting craftsmanship.
indeed.
Warhol
Indeed,
at
it
the
is. Judging from the no supports, you probably get the sense that like this may only be able to exist in Sharn because of the fact that it's close to this manifest zone, to the realm of air, and all this stuff that I explained like years ago.
Wait, well, I don't remember that.
Yeah, well,
Power of
it's
hot
there.
air.
Sharn's so tall.
Yeah, Sharn can
Oh,
build
right.
vertically because it's on this.
I do
like,
remember that.
It's close to the plane of air, essentially.
I remember that.
Hot air.
Sylvana,
Everything's
I think it's
light.
called Sylvana or Sylvanus. Anyways,
Savannah, I think.
Savannah, yeah, probably. So anyways, if you guys go down, which I'm assuming you are,
We will go down.
you keep going. As you're going down this stairway, you can't really see. So what I was trying to explain is that you can't really see past like the stairs,
Right.
because it's just covered. Like you can't like peer over the edge because there's walls everywhere. It's built into the walls itself. And this happens for like an hour of descent.
Oh my goodness.
You're going down and down and down. You're passing levels as well. Like some levels, you'll pass like maybe 3 or 4. Most of them are barred. There's a door. Some of them are open, just a corridor
But
leading
he said
straight
go to
through.
the end, correct?
He said go to the bottom. Is that what he
All
said?
the way down to the very bottom. Yeah.
Man, what a workout.
The way up. That's gonna be the real
Yeah.
workout.
As you get close, after about an hour, you start noticing there's a little bit of a glow, like a reddish hue, and you're starting to be able to see a little bit as you're getting down, and it keeps getting hotter. Like every step, it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's not like killing you, but in the sewers, it was like kind of cold. It was like wet and clammy and kind of that humidity kind of feel. Down here, it's like totally opposite. It's like hot and dry. And it'd be like going from like 20 degrees to like 30 degrees, right? It's a big change in temperature. As you keep going down, you go around one last like curve, and suddenly like the walls disappear, and it opens up into this huge cavern down there. It's like 200 feet down. You can see now down on the edge this like tiny little like, and it's like disconcerting because there's no pillars holding this stairwell up. It's just a tiny little iron staircase going straight down, and you can see around you just like openness and vastness. And you can see all of this because it's lit by a river of lava that goes right through this huge ravine type of structure. It's like a cavern. And you guys make it all the way to the very bottom.
My goodness.
Congratulations.
We're in the Cogs now.
You are in the Cogs.
What, so besides the river of lava, what are we looking at?
So it's
here?
very rocky, like volcanic rock and
Buildings?
stuff built on the sides. No buildings yet, but you do see a road that follows along. It's not really a road. It's more like a walked path. You can tell that people have trodden on this path, and it's built into its own little path that follows along the river.
Are there
and
people?
There's nobody that you can see so far. The stairwell sort of came down at the end of the end of the cavern. I don't know how else to explain it. Like there's nothing behind you guys, but forward you can see the river sort of bubbling up out of the ground and proceeding forward, following this road. And as far as you can see, nothing ahead of you, but also nothing behind you, just a wall.
Is there like a sign that says "Welcome to the Cogs"? Population X
There
amount.
isn't there.
Oh.
No.
What would their slogan be if they had one?
Love city slogans.
We're hot and we know it.
We're
That's what it would be.
That's the Cogs.
We're hot.
That's the Cogs.
Beats Calgary and Edmonton. So that's okay.
Fair enough.
You don't feel the energy? You're not experiencing the energy?
Is that Calgary's?
What is Calgary?
It's something about that.
Something
like
about
ex-
energy.
experience
It's like
the
experience the energy or
Be
something.
part of the energy.
Be part of the energy. I'm pretty sure.
We have a
that's it.
slogan.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dumb. It's a bad one.
I don't
It's
know
better
that.
than Edmonton's
Hey,
used to be
that's
City
not
of Champions, and
Oh,
now
that's
it's
really
just
bad too.
Edmonton. So it's like Edmonton.
It's in the name.
That's
City
in the name.
That's
Champions.
what it says. It says
Apparently.
Edmonton.
Apparently.
Edmonton.
Rough.
That's worse. That is worse than be part of the energy, but only marginally.
Yeah.
I don't mind be part of the energy. Makes sense.
Be
It's
part
a
of
play
the
on
energy.
words. It's
You don't
fun.
feel it here?
No.
Shane just hates Calgary. Anyways, off topic. So there's really only one way to go. You guys follow the road. There's not much to do otherwise. Unless you choose to do something else, please present it to the class.
I probably continually try to make small talk with my companions and, just like get to know each other. Although I feel confident I will be shut down, and so we don't need to roleplay.
You have tried. Try one more time and see what happens.
Okay.
Because it's a bit of a walk. You guys are walking along this path. It's hot.
If at first you don't succeed,
So, has anyone been down here before to the Cogs? Any frequent flyers or anything?
It seems like you're a little bit familiar with this place.
I only theoretically. I've never really.
Theoretically, from what?
Well, I don't know how familiar you are with House Kenneth, but I have some connections down here, familial connections.
I mean, that's the whole reason why you're coming with us, isn't it?
Well, not really useful ones, I don't think. Just
Why
sort
are
of
you
the
coming
family
with us?
business. I've explained this. I want to be helpful to you. I want to help with your friend's issue of being turned to stone currently. Also, how did we end up talking about me again? Has anyone else been down here before?
Do you know our friend's name?
I actually don't know how to know his name.
I don't think you do. I don't think
I think it's Patch, right?
You guys have been so tight-lipped to Kaiser about literally everything. I think he doesn't even know your guys' names.
I know some of their names.
What's my
You know Shorak because Baraka said it.
Yeah.
Well, also doesn't know where Shorog came from.
Yeah, Shorak just appeared. Yeah, you kind of put the two and two
That's
together.
right. How so?
Dude.
At the end of
I'm
last
learned.
episode. Yeah.
I noticed that Vita Shorok woke up as Shorok, and
That's
do you know what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
Wasn't it disguised
How much am I
self?
able to pick up on?
You
about...
know it's not any spell that you've ever seen. It's not disguise self.
Okay.
Because you know that would wear off. Like, you're smart enough to know that. You're also aware of changelings in this world. There are changelings in Sharn.
Got it.
So if she's not a changeling, she's a very powerful magic user. So it's either one of the two, and I'll let you decide for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, my lord.
Very
It could be
powerful.
both.
That's true.
Wait, hold on. You don't get asked anything.
Pick number 2.
You have family down here?
No, I mean, not really. Not anyone useful. As I've said, I've kind of cut ties with all my family members. I don't think anyone would be particularly interested in my showing up
So you have
unannounced.
enemies down here.
Well, I mean, I don't like to think of my family as my enemies. That seems a bit extreme.
But they wouldn't be excited to see you.
Well, they wouldn't be, upset to see me. But no, they wouldn't be excited. Well, they might be upset. They might be a little upset, but not, violently upset.
You're sounding more and more like a liability.
Well, we'll just avoid those areas, and we don't need to involve my family. I don't think in this scenario.
I
do
mean,
we?
from what I understand, your family's kind of in everywhere, like a little disease.
All right. Well, I suppose that's one way to put it.
Have you guys ever played with the power of heat? It's a very good cleanser.
What is happening?
And always kind of look at the lava river, just like.
All right. Well, okay. Has anyone else been down here before? I mean, besides myself, who I have not. I've never ventured down to the Cogs before. Anyone? Any takers on this?
Not that I remember.
No.
Not that you. What does that mean? Not that you remember.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Listen, I don't know if I have a. I don't remember whose names I have. I know I have Sammy's.
Yeah, Sammy introduced herself.
I think I have
Shorak,
Vita.
because of you were there, proximity.
Right.
I think you give him a fake name, Fatic,
you told me
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah.
Bartlin.
Bartlin. And Proxy didn't divulge literally anything except for his hand one time, which was like a claw. So you don't know what's going on under that cloak.
Also, just been like, you mess with us, you're dead.
in the interest of camaraderie, what do you mean by that? If I may ask, I'm an open book. If you are looking for information about myself in exchange or something, it seems like the attitude around here. But what does that mean?
I've lived a long life. I don't remember everything I've done.
Interesting. I mean, I'm sorry. That sounds quite distressing. I'm sure. I'm sorry for whatever caused that issue. Should you wish to divulge it? If not, that's fine. Whatever.
Have you lived a long life?
Rich.
Not particularly.
Yeah,
Like
old
how
are you?
long?
I
How long?
forget how old I. Wait, did I write it down? Forget how old I am.
This is going about as well as I thought it was going to
I love it. Every time it's the best.
I'm 27 years old.
Oh, little baby.
Okay, so you've been around for some time.
I suppose. I mean, surely not as long as you, isn't it? What's your age, if I may ask, as an elf? It's a long life to live. Imagine.
I can't believe you asked that.
Never
I'm
ask an elf
offended.
their age.
No, I just look here. I won't say anything to you. I won't tell you how old I am. I'll just kind of like look at you, and then just like look where we're headed. Like,
Very
Cold
cool.
shoulder. Cold shoulder.
You know that song that I
Great.
got in my memory?
Yes.
Can I hum it in front of, especially Kaiser?
Sure. Yeah.
Ooh.
Go for it.
I don't.
Oh, you don't remember it?
It just
Dang it.
my character hums it.
Yeah.
isn't it like a bedtime song or something? Like a
You recognize
nursery rhyme?
it.
Or?
I do recognize
Oh
it.
yeah.
What is it?
What is it?
It's at least from your knowledge, a very common childhood song. It's not really like a bedtime song.
Oh,
It's not
It's like Ring Around
It's
the
not for
Rosie.
fun, but it's something very catchy, very similar.
That's so funny. I'm like, I don't know what the song is. I'm like,
Start humming while you're walking.
I just hear
Cover
it.
in your cloak. After being so rude, just start
it's-
humming
you
a
know what,
child
like,
song.
you know what a
It's
horror
a
movie
little
is when you hear
weird.
like the weird discordant like children's
Yeah,
song?
little kids
yeah.
singing.
That's
Wrong.
you right now. Yeah.
I mean, with the acoustics in the big cavern, it's probably very
It's very
creepy.
creepy, especially
You
the
see my
awkwardness
claw
of like
hands.
Kaiser just trying to like have a conversation and then you start humming. But you know that it's like pretty unique to House Cannith.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
From what you
Oh,
know.
good. That's what I wanted to know. I
It's nuts.
needed to find out.
But you didn't hear that yet.
I know.
He knows it though.
My mother sang this song to me. Is that what you're gonna say?
To know this.
Are you wait? It's interesting song for the current mood. I would say. What is that? You remember that song? I take it. What's the name of the song?
It's called The Cat Scampers.
Adorable.
That's what I'm always wanting to
No,
know.
The Cat Scampers.
The kitty.
I haven't heard the cat scampers in years, so it's been decades even, probably not since my early childhood.
Do you start humming it too?
Yeah, sure. I'll pick up where you left off.
Oh
Cool.
my gosh, cute. You guys are like harmonizing.
I'm loving it.
You know the words too. But
What
maybe
are
actually, maybe you don't. Actually, it's been a
Roll
while.
a history.
It's been a long time actually.
Okay. Cool.
While this is happening, I'll just go over by how far away is the lava river from us?
The road is about like 15 feet from the.
Oh, wow.
from
And
the
like,
river.
does it
so
get
it's hot?
Okay, I was gonna ask, does it get like hot as we get closer to the river?
Definitely.
So it's not like a magical lava river. This is like
no, yeah, I mean,
real-
like, go ahead and stick your toe in, and you'll find out.
Nah,
how
I'm
hot it
okay.
is, how
I
real
think
it
while
is.
this lovely
You go ahead.
while
I'll
the song
look after.
thing, little ditty is going on, I'm just gonna like walk maybe a little bit behind, like just kind of like slow my pace a little bit so that I'm maybe 10 or 15 feet behind everyone and just I don't know, just kind of concentrate on my demon feelings.
It's just you and me, Shane.
As you, we'll get to you in a second.
Yeah,
As
no,
you
yeah.
stray slightly further back from the group,
Gonna get got.
the feeling gets stronger again. Roll another wisdom save.
No, we're gonna get God.
Wisdom saving throw.
get in
Don't
that.
look at me.
20.
Stop looking at me.
Don't look at me. Okay, 18.
You needed a
Same
30.
thing. You like feel that tingle in like the back of your neck, like the hair standing on end. You
Jeez,
whip
I should-
around quick. You look at the top of the stairwell, and there's that same figure standing there watching down. And it blinks out of existence. And then it blinks back into existence, like 50 feet from you, further back. And then it blinks out again. And then it blinks into existence 5 feet away from you, right in front of you. As it manifests in front of you, you see
Oh my goodness.
It's your
this
childhood
tall,
best
like 6 foot tall, slender, shadowy figure. They're bald,
It's tall, dark, and handsome.
except for a long silver white ponytail jutting from the back of their head. They have completely colorless eyes except for big black rings in their eyes. They're covered in scars. They stand in front of you
Oh, yuck.
and they whisper, "I finally found you. I've been searching for a while."
Does it look exactly like V?
It looks exactly like
Okay.
V.
Okay, I'm gonna freak out, and I'm gonna I think what would make sense is that I would shift back into V's and because that's obviously gonna be very traumatizing.
You lose concentration on
Yeah.
your changeling form
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
you revert to
Yeah.
basic mode.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it. You guys turn around, or maybe you don't actually. I guess you
Which
just
is the right one?
because you just stopped looking back. They're continuing on humming some random childhood song.
Yeah. How long does
And
it
the
take for you
cat
guys to
scampers
notice?
up the wall. And the cat scampered down the hall.
How did you know the lyrics? That's
amazing.
crazy.
It came back to me from my childhood.
Bonus content? No, that's what our TikTok's gonna be. Is you just singing this.
You singing perfect.
Yeah,
That's what
and
we'll
I'll
do.
be
And we'll
dancing.
be snapping. I love it. All right.
The next trend.
Yeah, amazing.
But this image of yourself is just standing there, looking at you. And you are overwhelmed at this point with that feeling of fear and dread and uncomfortableness. It's just overwhelming. But they're just standing there looking at you. Do you say anything back?
I think I'll just be like, "Who are you?"
Who am I?
Does its voice sound like my V voice?
It sounds
too?
like V voice, yeah. Who am I? I am. We are.
What do you want?
We want answers. We want answers. You should have answers.
No. Has anyone else noticed this at this point, or is it just
for sure.
Oh yeah. So when you speak, whoever's right in front of her, okay, yeah, Kaiser, you're singing happily. You turn around, you notice that sorry, you notice that first of all, Shorak's nowhere to be seen, but there is a changeling, probably about 30 feet away from you, standing there with their back to you. Just sort of standing there and talking.
Wait, just her?
Just her.
There's only one person.
You only see one changeling with their back to you.
Whatever your name is, are you? Hello.
I think I'm just gonna throw a hand back, kind of like a stop, yeah,
Hold up.
yeah.
Everyone. What do you need from us right now?
I'm just gonna. I can't reach all the way up, but I'm just gonna hand on Kaiser, and pull up a dagger ready to throw it. But
Okay, seeing that, I'll just kind of ready my staff and.
Okay. And when I had the wild magic surge, I knew that it was a demon, right?
No.
No, it was just a presence.
You just felt a foul presence.
Okay. I would like to cast message to Proxy and be like, "It's here."
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You do it very easily. All the while, this figure, this image of you is staring at you. Answers. We crave answers. We need answers. Why? You need to give us answers.
What kind of answers do you want?
Who am I? Why do I exist?
oh, easy.
Just some casual deep doctrine.
Well, that's all you wanted.
I think I created you by mistake when I cast a spell.
Tactfully put.
Well, you just
Mommy said I was a mistake.
yeah.
You created us here in Miraleth. I traveled from Miraleth.
Don't talk about that place.
I was traveling for many days. They just sort of start like looking around and like looking at their hands and like.
I'm gonna pull out my like focus and be like, "This is all that's left of Miralith. The place is gone."
They look at it and they say, "I feel Miralith there."
While this is happening, can I push Kaiser? And I'm gonna walk like, if it's a clock, I want to be at like, doing some math.
4?
Like 4, and try and get him to go to like 10.
So you like signal to Kaiser to like
I'm just
flank,
gonna like push him and
flank.
like
Sure. Yeah.
try and get him to mirror me as I.
And I'll go
Easily enough.
as close to Vita as I can.
Did you walk up right behind her?
Yeah, because essentially I want to use my blind sense to see if I can sense anyone there. Because obviously I can't see them.
You sort of like close your eyes and just like feel, and you sense nothing. And you guys, as you flank and go around,
There's nothing.
you see nothing. Yeah.
Can I respond to her message, or is it too?
You're allowed to respond to a message. Yeah.
I'm gonna see like, I don't see anything there.
It looks very real.
Yeah. Like, yeah. My voice would be shaky, and I'm like, something's here. It's yeah.
I believe you.
It's me, and it's talking to me. Wants to know why it's here, and it's talking about things that only I would know about.
So you cast that like subtly, maybe like
yeah,
with your spell.
yeah.
The whole time, this creature just stands there, looking around, gazing, looking at it, looking at their hands, looking at you, just sort of standing there.
Can I don't know how I'd figure this out. Can I get a gauge of like how far she's looking? Do you know what I mean? I don't know how that would be possible because it's the same height. She'd be making eye contact.
You could roll like an insight check, maybe. Just
I'll
try to
try
get a
it.
read on her, like where she's the way,
use
like
this
her
dice.
her movements, her nods, the way she looks forward.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
So plus.
It looks
2.
like 5 feet in front of her, like right there. You can tell that like Dana's V is like looking like up and down at something that seems to be like right in front of her. This being reaches for the stone, and as they do, their hand just kind of like goes through it, and they're trying to pick it up and they can't, and they start getting frustrated. They're like, I can't feel anything. I only feel you.
Sexy.
I can't feel. And then just sort of like starts like sobbing a little bit.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
like,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
breaking down.
Yeah, like Proxy would be Proxy would know best, but like this is like the most like shaken you've ever seen. Like Vita or V, just like I'm like crying and like my body is shaking and I'm just like super traumatized.
I think Proxy's just waiting if he sees V tense up or like act like, you know what I mean? If there's ever like a defensive motion, I'm just gonna whip a dagger in the
in that
5
direction.
feet.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
as far as you know, that like nothing happens. That doesn't happen so
just
far.
keeping an eye out.
I mean, she's very tense, but she's not. She's not like in pain or anything, like physical harm, as far as you can tell.
But like if she flanched or that's what I mean.
You're
Just
ready.
ready.
Yeah, you're ready for it.
Yeah.
I am very confused. I'm just gonna say, Shorok, what are we doing here? I'm gonna cast detect magic as well, just to
Oh, very cool.
maybe get a
Yeah.
read.
You get a strong sense of conjuration magic coming from 5 feet in front of Dana, but you still see nothing.
There's something there in front of her.
I'm just gonna turn and be like, "Thank you for the confirmation."
You're welcome. What are we dealing with here, though? What's what do you need from us?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna turn back to the thing and just be like, there's nothing for you here. There's like, and hold out the stone again and be like, I found this. It spoke to me Go back to where Miralith was. Go back into the wall. Go back into the morning. I have nothing for you here.
Huge, like, weeping sounds. We have nothing. We are nothing. I am nothing. And then this being just sort of like wanders a little bit away from you guys and sits down.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's just sort of sitting there looking at their hands.
We don't know where it's at.
You guys don't see anything, yeah.
Well, I'll pull up. It's moving. It's moving.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. You sense it. That's true. Yeah.
Where's it going?
Right there.
Sitting on a rock. Yeah. And as far as you can tell, this creature like has no
Malicious.
has nothing like doesn't really interact with anyone else. Hasn't even looked or glanced at anyone else. Hasn't acknowledged any of the remarks or comments about anything. Sort of staring at you and then sitting down and staring at their hands. Yeah, really weird, really creepy, really sad, but it's just there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you guys do?
Did you say the morning? I ask Vita.
B.
V.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You don't know
I don't know anyone's name.
That
so.
person.
Yeah.
that new one.
Ask Ponytail.
Now you know Kaiser for a fact that
That
she's a changeling.
You're a changeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Changeling.
Mm-hmm.
As you've seen her true form.
True color.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just going to shift back into Showrock
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like wipe my eyes and be like, "Let's go."
Wonderful. Yeah, you guys continue onward. That feeling is still there, and that magic sense you have. That last 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
For the next 10 minutes, you sense that being is following you guys. Like 20, 30 feet sometimes more. Sometimes it stops and looks down. Sometimes it keeps walking. Sometimes it looks straight up and then keeps walking. Like, it's really weird. Oh, but you wouldn't see that action, but you would see
it.
them.
Yeah.
And they're there behind you, following you along. You guys continue on your journey. You're very close. You go through like this part of the cavern that narrows really tight. You can see up ahead, like the walls are just getting shorter and shorter to the point where it's like single file to get through this tiny little like crag in the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
As you get through,
Could I just grab?
yeah, go ahead.
Grab Vita before we go through. Just
Yeah.
like tug her back a little bit,
Mhm.
let everyone else pass, and just be like, "You okay?"
Of course not.
You said this thing came when you cast a spell.
Yeah. Remember, it's that thing that I felt.
What do you think would happen if you cast another spell when it's right here?
I have no idea. I think before we go into the tunnel, I'll just be like to everyone, like as I've shifted back, I'd be like, we're here for a job. I'm not here to have a heart to heart with any of you. You know, I'm Showrock down here. And if you mess that up by saying something different, we could get us all killed. If you want questions answered, we can talk about that later, but not now.
Good. Like the attitude.
Understood, but if you need some time and space, it's
I don't have time for time and space.
well,
We're
can
here
make it.
We're here for a job.
Right.
Yeah, you may have not known the reason why we're here, but we need to get it done.
He seems very important to all of you.
I'll kind of like chuckle at that, like, somewhat. But we still need to do it.
That's amazing. You're gonna milk that, aren't you, Shane?
Tell me
This
about how
poor
great he was.
creature.
Tell me about how
Yeah.
much you love him.
A noble creature. Wow.
So many heroes going to save
The
him.
best part is going to be him thinking like, wow, this guy must have been incredible for them to save them. And we undo it, and he's like,
Yeah,
also, he was incredible, and his saddlebags exploded into garbage.
yeah, and you got sliced by a guillotine.
Literal trash came spewing out of your
Yes.
garbage bins. That's so true.
What
You
a great
guys,
kid.
yeah, go ahead.
I just want to do a quick history remember check if I know where Miralith is.
Ho, 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 ho.
Did we hear that word though?
You guys would have, because she had said that to the being.
She said it all
She didn't.
out loud.
Yeah, she said all of it out loud to
I
them.
thought that all
No,
she said was.
So she said, Yeah, she said something to the effect
There's
of,
nothing,
there's nothing from there
You're
except
like
for
this
this stone and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, because then she mentioned the morning, so I just want to see if I know where that is.
You are a well-traveled and, well, I shouldn't say anything. You're a person.
You're a person, so roll.
You're a person too, Reese.
No, wrong dice.
Roll
Is this
a
just
D20,
history?
not a D12. Yeah, history, sure.
I'm so good at history. That's a 13.
13.
Yeah.
Not enough. Not enough. You know definitely about the morning, obviously, as everyone does.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah.
But and
That's
for
what the
the
morning is.
for the listeners, the morning was a big cataclysmic event that happened about 4 years ago. MOURN that pretty much bring this 100-year war to a halt, and it basically destroyed the whole nation of Seer. And the magic that is left from this cataclysmic event still lingers there to this day, and it's very few people who have ventured into that have come out alive and or sane. So yeah, pretty crazy.
So
Pretty
I
crazy.
don't even know if that city is in Seer.
You don't know if that's in Syria, you don't know if that's outside of Syria, you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask one more question?
You may ask thousands of questions.
I don't want. This
I don't
one's a
want-
retroactive one,
All right,
and
one
it's
question.
just when we were humming the song, did I notice anyone else recognize the song?
Oh, like out of you mean either
These two
Shorak,
folks.
Sammy, or
Sammy.
Or Thetic?
Yeah.
Roll an insight check. Let's check.
Cool. We're doing
Roll
blue
an
dice this time,
insight
baby. Ugh. 11.
You couldn't tell either way. Mhm. Nobody was singing along.
That's true. Just
Yeah,
you.
just Kaiser. He couldn't resist.
How could I?
How could he resist?
Well, let's get back to the small companion.
He has a name.
What is it? I'd be happy to call everyone by their names if they were provided. As it stands, good, gentle person.
That's right.
Why are you? Where did you hear that song? Is that are you connected to my family?
Don't worry. I'll edit all this
Can I
out.
roll an
I'll edit
insight
all this
check?
dead air out. Don't worry. It's gonna
Can
be
I
gone.
roll an insight check on him?
An insight check on him,
Yes.
For what? Okay.
like on the question he asked. What do you
Here's
mean?
the thing. Proxy,
Proxy.
being the little paranoid little guy he is
Paranoid little companion.
very
Small one.
worried that
Companion.
this potential House Cannith agent is looking for him.
You can definitely roll an insight check on him for sure.
Start calling my kids that.
Small companion.
21.
21. You get the sense that he's a wayward soul that has not been fully upright with everything he said.
You didn't even tell us his name.
Yeah, his real name is actually Kaiser.
That's the thing he's holding back.
I'm embarrassed. It's kind of a weird name.
I don't want to be a bun.
baked good.
Yeah. He rolled very high. So yeah, that's kind of what you get. That's the vibe you're getting from him.
Maybe once in my life. At one point, I had some dealings.
I would be very curious to hear more about that, but again, keep things as close to your chest as you're comfortable with. I don't want to strain any relationships, but obviously I'm curious. So,
Yeah. Maybe later we can talk about it more.
understood. I mean, the environment is obviously not suitable for really any sort of. The vibes are all off.
Feng Shui is way off. You can call me Proxy.
Okay. Proxy. Well, thank you. I'm glad I have everyone's names sorted out. Shorrock, Sammy, Proxy,
Bandolin.
Bardolin.
Everybody's
Glad to know all of you.
names. It's very good.
Feel like I'm really starting to become part of the group.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
As he says that, and you guys turn another corner in this sort of rocky a single file little passageway. Boom, the whole thing opens up again, and you're presented with a huge, long, 200-foot tall, but very narrow passageway / city. Because as you can see, there are lots of bridges and connectors connecting the two halves of this canyon together. You see different buildings and signs on the walls themselves that seem to have shops that are built right into the mountainside, or not really mountainside, I guess, canyon side. And it's like really crazy. It's all sort of lit by this big lava pool in the middle that this river still continues through all the way through this this city, the Cogs. You presume as you get there, and you guys continue forwards into this area. You begin to see different humanoids. Majority are warforged. A vast majority, I would say even like 90% are warforged. Big, stocky, large warforged. Nothing like the warforged that you guys are accompanied by. In fact,
The head's about the same.
very different. Yeah. Even the head
Older one.
looks slightly different than the rest. And each one of them has taken on some sort of their own persona. They've have different detailing on their bodies. They've got different attachments or like modified parts of their bodies in some degree to make themselves look or feel unique. You see some that are painted like really vibrant colors, some that are like really dull and dark looking. Some you can see like a camo guy. Yeah. You think you wouldn't see the camo guy, but hey, you see him, okay?
It's not the right lighting.
Yeah, he's got Arctic camo, and you guys are laughing.
He's got Arctic camo in the Cogs.
Is there any kind of feature or like, sigil or something like that unites any of them? Or is it like they're all just a bunch of individuals?
So smart.
Let's have you roll a investigation check. Because you're sort of looking and you're sort of studying.
11.
11. Not that you can tell.
As I blink through the tears.
Yeah, you're a little distraught right now. And as you're like looking around, you see walking up beside you your magic person. I don't know. You see a version of you walk up beside you and sort of like gazing at this place, looking around like, where am I?
I have one more question again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I see any warforged with particularly like, I'm assuming some have like augmented themselves or changed their parts or something. If I see any that are like particularly like beautiful or impressive, I want to sneakily go to them and ask them where they did it.
And hit on them.
No, not hit on them.
Where'd you get your body muds?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice tats.
Where'd you get yours done?
Sick bug.
I'm gonna be doing something similar.
You can roll a perception check, but yeah, go ahead. You're gonna do something similar, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Perception, you said?
Roll perception check, yeah.
Yeah. And specifically, I'm looking for arms.
Ooh.
Go for it. Make a roll of that.
Like, I'm mostly looking for like features that they have, or even cosmetic, like just like cool colors or like anything. But mostly like grappling hooks, or like
fun attachments.
Go
like
gadget.
grappling hook and flamethrower would be like to the very extreme.
Like that'd be the dream.
That would be the dream.
But if you found like a bubble machine,
yeah,
arm,
bubble machine,
you'd also
like a
take
little
it.
dart machine.
Okay, let's be real. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Bubble machine would be
A
pretty
Katy
sick.
Perry
Actually.
bubble cannon.
Honestly, that might be kind of cool because I could like.
Yeah.
I cast bubble beam.
How dare
Foxy,
you?
get some whipped cream poopies.
No,
Yeah. Like
No,
that's the
Katy Perry.
technical term, Dana.
I
know
think
Katy
the
Perry?
technical term is boobies. It's true.
I'm just talking
make a
about-
roll, investigation check. What did you roll?
Broad, though. It's not an actual breath.
It's been a while since I've seen that
13.
video.
13. There are many people that look with way nicer bodies than yours. Almost, in fact, every
fine.
single person here has a more beautiful body than you.
I know that.
That's what you rolled.
this
That's
one
what you
here.
rolled. Though. It's hard to really
That's
determine if one's above the other. So they all kind of look different.
16.
16.
And particularly for arms, but even if legs have cool things, I'm into that too.
Legs.
Yeah.
I'm into legs.
16. Okay, you see off to the side this particular Warforged that looks... He's like on the side of the building, like sitting down on the road. He's kind of got one arm propped on his leg. And he's got a hat on, kind of covering his face. And you see an arm that looks similar to yours. To the one that you have on your left arm.
This is so Full Metal Alchemist right now. It's incredible.
Everyone is Full Metal Alchemist. That's right.
Can't wait.
Okay. Can I go up to him?
Sure, go ahead.
I go up to him. And I'll like kind of like roll my
Roll up your
whatever.
Check out my arm.
Roll up your sleeve.
Like before I go to him.
To
I
a
don't want him to
full
see.
robot. You're like, I'm part robot. I
just
have
to,
an
like-
arm too. My
Just to
friend
like,
is,
you know,
my
blend
friends are
in.
Warforged.
Sorry.
What do you say to him? What are you doing?
And I'll be like, hey, how's it going?
He like lifts up his hat and looks at you.
Oh.
He's like, should be careful with that arm around here. And he like, you see that his arm was like slightly covered up, and he starts to like roll down his sleeve a little bit more. He's like, could get you in trouble. And he like wanders through an alley, walks away.
I'll follow him. How so?
What the?
You turn around the corner, roll a perception check.
Listeners, great body language from John right now, by the way, just so you
Did
know.
you like it?
It was phenomenal.
Little eyebrow looking.
Little eyebrow, your little like...
Incredible.
That was pretty good.
It's
This
amazing.
town ain't big enough for the two.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
I have to get into my characters. It's
Wait,
important.
what am I rolling?
Body language
Perception
is
check.
big.
16.
You don't see him.
He just
Whoa.
vanishes?
Whoa.
That's a good arm.
Baby,
I'll
what
be like,
that
"Sir."
arm do?
Sir, are you there?
You hear nothing as the episode comes to a close. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening to this episode of Fallen Sky and Eberron Adventure. You can follow us on every single social media ever existed. I'm talking from the early 90s to the now. Go on and look it up. Yep, that's right. That's the one.
Neopets.
Neopets.
Public
Penguin.
mail
Club Penguin.
service.
So go ahead, check us out on there. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Farewell.
Good night.